we have the Republican ballot for the Stewartsville Township. If you would make your way forward. Oh, and Mr. Watson's got to ask a question.
That's okay. You can ask Lee.
I was going to ask it, but you were in the bathroom. I have witnesses. They all missed free gas and wound up here. Stewartsville Township, for the Republican ballot, we have Jason Clark, Jacob Pate, and Charles Myron Livingston II. So you fellows will have to introduce yourselves because I don't know you personally. So I'll let you go first, young man.
I'm Jason Clark. I'm currently serving my first term on the school board of Stewartsville.
A little closer to the mic. No, the mic's fine. Just there you go.
I'm Jason Clark. I'm currently serving as my first term on the Stewartsville District School Board. Like most kids, I was born and raised in Laurinburg. Went to school in Scotland County Schools. I have two daughters. One's in 4th grade, one's in 6th grade. In our district. My wife, she's a school nurse in Springfield. She's worked there for the school system for 8 years. When I was elected in November 2022, I don't know if people remember, our district kind of was in a turmoil with violence, fights, staff leaving left and right. But in the past 4 years, we've turned that around. We held students accountable for their actions. We've held teachers accountable for their actions, but we've allowed them to do their job. And I would like to continue that for the next 4 years.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? I'm Jacob Pate. I'm for the Scotland County Board of Education. I've had the great privilege of meeting a lot of you over this primary season, and I'm glad to meet you. Now, I grew up here in Scotland County, loving Native American. I'm very proud of that. I went to school here, went to the Honeycutt Center, and I was a private tutor for a few years. I was a youth Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach, where I taught the youth, as far as having loyalty, honesty, respect, skill in these aspects. I'm going to look forward to a few things I want to cover. Number one, and the last panel touched on some, and that is the vocational trades. Obviously, not every kid in this county don't want to go to college. It's a tier 1, small rural county, so the vocational trades are going to be vital to the future of our workforce development. That's number one. Number two, I want to put parents back in the forefront. That is by appointing a parental advisory board that will be fully volunteer, having like the PTA for the school to nominate one parent, have them to serve, and so we can hear exactly what kids need, what their wants, things that need to be met, and that can be a direct line straight to the school board. So we can make sure we have that accountability through that. And then of course, we have curriculum and policy reform that needs to be done. I'm a big believer in that, which is why my campaign slogan is to build a self-sufficient education. I believe we have to do that if we want our workforce to really be able to prosper and not have our students continue to leave Scotland County and move to Wake County and Mecklenburg County, all those other areas. Thank you.
Kimberly McIntyre. Stand up so we can see. Ms. McIntyre asked this question for one candidate, but I think it's an excellent question for both of them because, Mr. Clark, you've already touched on it. But I'll start with you, Mr. Pate. In a recent speech, you mentioned a discipline plan, a discipline program for troubled youth. Tell us about that plan and how would you enforce it?
Okay, well, discipline for us, as already mentioned before, we'll start at home. So we have to work with the parents, making sure that board members are continuing to meet with them. Once again, parental advisory board, I think would be a great way to do that. Second, we have to make sure that we are continually keeping up with the data for the violent crimes inside the classroom. That's another thing. And of course, we see the stat continue to rise in not just Scotland, but in North Carolina. So we have to get a hold of this. For a discipline plan, of course, I want to build more behavioral classes, of course, maybe in electives, maybe by bringing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, maybe as they offer into the high school and middle school, making sure that we are truly believe that this is a way to make sure that we get a handle on this issue, and as well making sure that about how the violent crime inside the classrooms. Because one thing we have to realize, the reason why we have such a high turnover rate in this county as well is because teachers are constantly not feeling safe in the classroom. We have to make sure that we have a lock, making sure that we get that overturned.
Mr. Clark, your opportunity to talk about discipline in the classroom.
I think with discipline in the classroom, the first thing we need to support the teachers and support the administration in the decisions they make. So over the last 4 years I've been on, we have appeal hearings with discipline. And the last 4 years, I've supported the superintendent and his decisions on suspensions and haven't taken anything away from him. So he feels empowered, not necessarily scared, but he knows the board and will back him on his decisions he makes for discipline. And the students know that, the parents know that, and we just don't put up with it.
Thank you very much. Ms. Casey, any questions for these candidates?
You guys also get the same question. When it comes to the fact that we are seeing decreasing enrollment in our public schools, that impacting the budget, how would you guys bring or retain our current student body, and how would you deal with the decreasing budget because people are leaving our public schools?
I think currently in Scott County schools is the best education that we have. And I think that's something we've got to continue to do. Even with the budget cuts, we put the best people we can where they need to be put. We need to support EC students, the AIG students, all ends of the spectrum. And I think results will show for themselves over time. It's not going to be a one-year thing. It's going to take several years to rebuild what we've lost over the last 4 years before I was here. And I think we're working on it. I think we offer the best product for this area.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question one time?
With decreasing enrollment in our public schools, how would you continue to support students coming in to the public schools, and how would you handle the decreased budget because we are seeing decreased enrollment?
Okay, so when we look at the decreased budget, of course, the school flow tax is no longer there. So who we have on the board to look at this stuff is very, very important. I have many, many years in management. I work for Advanced Solutions, works all across the East Coast. One thing I do know is business. We have, and it's already been touched on, and I mentioned this last Saturday, we have to get the audit done. I agree with the other candidates about that. Because line item budgeting is going to be very, very important, because we can no longer continue to have wasted spending. It's the way it is, especially with the budget the way it is now. We have to make sure that we rein in the spending. That is going to be doing that, as well as reaching out to the state in order to get their budget. And of course, that's be up to our state legislature to get that done. But the school board, of course, having the committees to reach out, work with them to get that done, as well as, as far as the decrease in the students, we have to give them a reason to want to stay. Giving them an option through vocational trades is going to be very, very important, because not every student want to go to college. They may not want to, they not want to deal with that debt. So giving them options through vocational trades, and especially for a small rural county that's big on industry, we have to give them better options. The students make a very, very great life through decoding. We have HVAC, plumbing, and by the way, these are things that AI is not going to be able to take away at the end of the day. So making sure that this is part of our plan is going to be vital for the workforce improvements moving forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you both for being here.